Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It was Vancouver Resource Investment Conference the last days, but we are still in Vancouver, of course, and we are here as usual at the new offices of EnWave Corporation. You remember the fantastic dehydration company we are now following for at least 6-7 years, I would say. And I have again with me here John Budreski, the executive chairman, and of course we want to get an update for you guys. John, welcome.
Welcome to Vancouver. Jochen, it's always a pleasure to host you in our home city.
Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to be here. And honestly, to watch your development, we met the last time in September last year, and it was already going very well. But I must say, in the last 5-6 months, you still added a lot of good business. So elaborate a bit as we see here some of your products also.
The product catalog is growing for sure. We're very excited. The business, we started to accelerate this business over a year ago, and that acceleration continues. So as an example, we just shipped a large machine to Milne, who's a fruit and vegetable dryer in Idaho. This machine takes 2 trucks to send it down. It's about 70 or 80 feet long. So we're delighted. I actually went out and watched the cranes loaded onto the trucks, and it was shipped out.
How many kilowatts the machine is?
120 kilowatts for that machine.
That's a real big one.
That's the real big ones, yes it is. We just received an order, which we put out a press release on, for a 60 kilowatt machine to dry blueberries in Nova Scotia. These are a very special type of blueberry. They're wild blueberries. You can't propagate them. They have to grow by nature's own processes. So it's a unique application of the technology, which we very much like. The Bonduelle machine, which has been functioning fine, we have found a way to upgrade the throughput on that machine, so we did an upgrade on that. And we also are constructing and shipping a 100 kilowatt machine for Arigle Agrasan, who's the Turkish operation. They have 2 10 kilowatt machines, and just at the beginning of the new year, they ordered a 100 kilowatt machine.
Wow.
So our assembly shop is very, very busy, and we're very, very busy because we keep filling the pipeline with new prospects and partners.
Yeah, that's the important thing. I mean, not only that you earn some money with selling the machines, I think even more important is each, let's say, new kilowatt installed is future revenue.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
We were cash flow positive last year, and we're seeing the same thing for this year as well.
Perfect. And when can we expect profitability?
I'm not going to make that prediction. But things are going very, very well. The pipeline is full.
Yeah, super. So that means, let's say it in my words, the company is definitely out of risk and any danger.
We don't see any need to raise funds. We've done a bunch of cash projections that are sort of different cases depending upon what level of machine sales we have. We feel very comfortable in all the cases that we've analyzed.
Fantastic. And then, of course, I need to ask about this lovely gadget and product here. As you know, ladies and gentlemen, moon cheese, one of my absolutely favorites. I get totally addicted. Bottle of red wine and moon cheese in the evening. That's fantastic for TV. And so I want to ask, how is it going here? Especially as I've just bought some at Starbucks here.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's fully available.
Yep.
So when do we get the stuff? Finally in Germany and Switzerland?
I don't know, but we are. So a couple of questions you've raised there. The moon cheese sales are going quite well. We're very happy with it. We did take some action last fall where we have changed the management of the company, and we've also changed some of our distributor relationships. And it's simply that the moon cheese business is doing well, but it's not doing well enough for us. So we were taking a more active role in the company to accelerate its sales. It's in all the Starbucks in North America, all the company-owned Starbucks in North America.
How many are there now?
There's 7,500 company-owned stores in the United States and about 1,500 in Canada, so call that 9,000. And we're in a portion, but not all, of the embedded franchise Starbucks stores. So probably 10,000 Starbucks stores.
That's a lot.
Have moon cheese in them. We're doing a little bit of a switch. We're changing pepper jack cheese for mozzarella cheese, and there's a packaging change as well. All things that we think are good signs of the continued growth of that business. When you get it in Germany and Austria and Switzerland, I don't know, but I will tell you this, that we are speaking with a number of dairy companies and food processing operators around the world, Australia, New Zealand, South America, the continent, the UK, and so forth. And we've got a lot of people doing research on moon cheese and looking and bringing it into their particular region. So it will come to Germany for sure.
Yeah, because definitely we have so many cows in Switzerland and Austria. There's really cheese available.
Well, and superior cheese as well.
Absolutely, the
so
quality is fantastic.
We've tried some European cheeses in our research facilities as moon cheese, and the product is spectacular.
Great, Phil. Good to hear that. So hopefully by next year we can buy the stuff also.
I hope so.
I really hope so.
I hope so.
Great. So let's talk a bit about maybe some numbers for sure. So how was it looking like last year and also this year? Are you satisfied? Can we expect more growth, more, let's say, revenue growth? Cash flow, you said already, is growing, is good. Profitability, we were talking about. But let's say a bit more from the broader picture. Yeah, I mean, every, as I said, kilowatt installed brings you more revenue. Can you describe a bit more what it means when you do a machine like 120 kilowatts for the future?
Last year's revenues were very roughly $1 million for royalties and rentals, $6 million for Moonchi sales, and about $7 million for machine sales. We expect this year will be a big improvement on all of those numbers. The wonderful thing about royalties is when you get them one year, you're going to get them the next year and the year after. And as you add more machines into the operator universe, as the fleet expands, the royalty revenues will expand and their recurring revenues. So we're quite happy about that. We recently started doing some servicing contracts for some of the equipment. So there's another source of revenue. It's very tiny at this point in time, but that will grow along as well.
The more you sell, the more service contracts you can do. Because this was a question which was raised from several of our viewers we got via email.
Yes.
And they said, how does it work? I mean, this little company EnWave is selling the machines all over the world. How do they give a guarantee that it works?
Yes.
And what do they do if a machine breaks down?
Well, we put a 1-year guarantee on our equipment, but notwithstanding its very sophisticated technology, it's not prone to having problems. In pressure vessels, things can blow up. They get heated up, and there's a lot of occurrences that can happen. These are vacuum chambers, and so what typically happens if something were to go wrong is air will leak and go inside. So they just don't break down. The other parts are solid state, and so there's a program to replace the solid state parts, because some of them have a finite life, typically about 5,000 hours for the microwave generators. But you can just simply replace them on a rotation of maintenance. So we will put out service contracts for them, but it's simple equipment. It's not prone to breakage.
Yeah, okay, super. But it means for the future also recurring income then, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Have no doubt we are in the business of recurring income.
Exactly. So it's a ongoing, nice cash generating business model, right? Yeah, perfect. Super. As we see a lot of products here already, this raises a little, my last question here. What is going on the pharmaceutical side?
Yep.
Any
So
use
we
of
have
that?
the two machines. One of them is for Sutro Pharmaceutical, Biopharma. That machine is under construction now. It'll be installed and hopefully royalty generating come the fall of this year. The other one for Merck, we're continuing to work on that one and do research and so forth. That one's probably a bit of a slower project along the way. But the good news is last August we hired a salesperson, Richard Mitchell, from the pharmaceutical industry, and he is going out and finding other applications for the technology in the pharmaceutical industry. And so we now have a very proactive approach to pharmaceuticals, and Richard's turning up some very interesting opportunities for us. Nothing we can really comment on now, but we're delighted to have Richard on board, and he is showing our equipment to a wide swath of the pharmaceutical industry, and we see great promise there.
Super, fantastic. So also good news on that front. John, I would say thanks for the update. That sounds all really good.
Yes.
And we look forward to some more news flow.
All right, thank you.
Great.
Good to see you.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was John Budreski, the executive chairman from EnWave. And you heard it, company is in great shape. The development is there. Really, everything is positive. And as you see, all those lovely products here behind, the company is growing. They make money. They have a positive cash flow. Profitability will follow, that's for sure. I have no doubt about it. And also, they have opened up via the service contracts for the future some new revenue chains. That's exactly what we want to see. And company is on track. Check it out. Thanks for watching us. Bye-bye from Vancouver.